Located just across the Potomac River from downtown Washington, D.C., Arlington National Cemetery stands as a hallowed ground commemorating the brave men and women who served and sacrificed for the United States. This meticulous 624-acre cemetery, nestled atop the rolling hills of Arlington, Virginia, serves as the final resting place for over 400,000 military veterans and their eligible family members, making it a solemn reminder of the nation's rich and complex history.
Okay guys, we're here at the National Cemetery and we just came here. It's cold, but we tried to come here so that I can show the Arlington Cemetery. So we were able to access this through the metro station, which is good. So I hope that you will enjoy today's video. Okay guys, before we go to the site itself, we are here at the visitor center and to have an overview of what you can see before you go to the site. So stay with us. So here we have to walk a little bit. So we're here at the visitor center. We want to see like what are we going to go to see when we go out. And this is really a government, US government. It's really, there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of history here. So okay guys, so we're going to try the tour, which is worth seeing, I think, although it's expensive. We paid $19.50 each for each adult, so this is somehow, I think, worth having it. So if you come here in the Arlington Cemetery, I think it's better for you to have the tour. Okay, stay with me and we're going to enjoy this.
Walking through the cemetery, one cannot help but be struck by the rows upon rows of perfectly aligned white headstones stretching into the horizon. These meticulously maintained graves bear witness to the valor and dedication of American soldiers from every major conflict in the nation's history. From the Civil War to recent conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan, Arlington National Cemetery serves as a reminder of the cost of freedom. Marine Corps War Memorial, unveiled on November 10, 1954, was inspired by an iconic photograph captured during the Battle of Iwo Jima in 1945. The photograph by Joe Rosenthal, known as Raising the Flag on Iwo Jima, depicted 6 U.S. Marines planting the American flag atop Mount Suribachi on Japanese island. The symbolic act came to represent the immeasurable determination, resilience, and unity of the Marine Corps. The John F. Kennedy gravesite, also known as the Eternal Flame, is a tribute to Kennedy's legacy and his enduring impact on American history. The idea of an eternal flame as a memorial dates back to ancient civilizations, where the flames were often used to represent eternal life or the eternal spirit of great leaders. Inspired by this tradition, Jacqueline Kennedy, the former First Lady, played an instrumental role in advocating for the inclusion of an eternal flame at her husband's gravesite.
As we cross this intersection, what we're looking for is going to show up on our passenger side. We're going to see an octagonal memorial. This is a gray stone memorial with 8 sides. This memorial is for the USS Serpents. The USS Serpents is a 14,000-ton ammunition ship that perished during the Battle of Guadalcanal. It was the single largest disaster in U.S. Coast Guard history. 250 men lost their lives on that day. Those men are laid to rest underneath the memorial, as well as surrounding the memorial itself. As well on our passenger side, you're in view of these markers that are larger and taller than the white marble ones, but have several names engraved into them. These are group burial markers. These are for fallen service members whose remains were recovered together after this same disaster. These individuals fought together, died together, and are buried together here at Arlington National Cemetery. But as we continue forward on our passenger side now, you'll find markers that you may have seen throughout the cemetery that vary in terms of size, color, and detail. And you may have thought, why do they look so special? Well, these are privately funded markers. These markers are privately funded by the families themselves, but they're no longer allowed after 2017 due to space and maintenance concerns. This is the headquarters building for the United States Department of Defense. The west wall is the wall that was struck during the terrorist attack on September 11th of 2001. And as we continue up the hill, we're going to stay looking on the driver's side. Outside of the cemetery property, you'll see the large 3 stainless steel spires that reach towards the sky. This is the U.S. Air Force Memorial. Those spires reach 402 feet above sea level and are inspired by the Bombers Formation created by the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds during ceremonial shows as well as occasionally Air Force funerals. Now folks, on our passenger side, you'll find a large white marble pyramid here. This is the U.S. Coast Guard Memorial. So with that being said, this is going to be your stop for the U.S. Coast Guard Memorial, folks. If this is your stop, you are free to disembark and please watch your step.
War I veteran, Corporal Shag Buckles, died at the age of 110. Now on the driver's side, we have the final resting place for Sergeant Edward Younger, Sergeant Edward Young was the World War I soldier that was given the honor of selecting the World War I unknown soldier that now rests in the Memorial Amphitheater. And that World War I unknown soldier represents all the American soldiers that lost their lives during World War I and never came home. And on the driver's side, the Maltese Argonne Cross memorializing all our service members that were part of the American Expeditionary Forces during World War I, under the command of General John J. Pershing, over 4 million men. Now, the unknown soldier from World War I was just the beginning. At the Memorial Amphitheater, there's more than one unknown soldier buried there now. There's an unknown soldier for World War I, unknown soldier for World War II, and an unknown soldier for the Korean War. Now, there was an unknown soldier for the Vietnam War, but he was later identified. So since then, that too remains empty in memory of all our missing Vietnam service members. Now, the tomb's guarded 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, in all weather conditions by the tomb sentinels, the elite members of the Old Guard, 3rd U.S. Army Infantry Regiment. They've been guarding the unknown soldier since 1948. So when we get there, you put the cell phones on silent. Videos and photography are allowed, just no flash photography. Follow the instructions of the tomb sentinels there. Now, as we make this turn, coming into view on the driver's side, a small memorial for one of the biggest battles in World War II, the Battle of the Bulge. Behind the Battle of the Bulge Memorial, the Maltese Cross memorializing the nurses of the Spanish-American War. Now, the Spanish-American War was the first war where they actually created a Now, on the driver's side, the nurses section of Arlington National Cemetery, the Spirit of Nursing statue, watching over the more than 600 nurses buried here who heroically gave their lives for our nation. And then notice the markers on the hill on the passenger side, how much closer they are together. Notice how they all say in memory of. There's no remains buried under these markers. These are all for service members who are missing in action, buried at sea, remains never recovered. Now, on the hill on the driver's side, this is the memorial for the Spanish-American War. Now, these are all Spanish cannons that were captured by American forces. Now, next on the driver's side, a large tree with a walkway around it and a chain link fence. Now, in the corner of the chain link fence, government marker for Audie Murphy, most decorated infantryman in World War II. And past Audie, 3 markers in a row with plaques on them for the Space Shuttle Challenger, Space Shuttle Columbia, and failed Iran hostage rescue attempt. So we're here at the stop for the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. So the way it works, stop on that side of the steps. So go to the opposite side of the building, see the ceremony, and then go to the opposite side of the steps and get picked up. There's a museum over there, restrooms, they sell bottled water. So take your time, enjoy your visit, and go over there to get picked up. Enjoy your visit, everyone.
and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I am Sergeant Moret of the 3rd Infantry Regiment, United States Army, Guard of Honor to the unknown soldier. The ceremony that you are about to witness is the changing of the guard. And keep with the dignity of the ceremony, it is requested that everyone remain silent and stand. Thank you.
Okay guys, so the next one will be the Arlington house. So
The only two owners on both sides of the vehicle. This heavily wooded area kept in this condition by the National Park Service. It helps serve as a reminder of what this property used to look like back when this was an 1,100-acre plantation. An area.
guys, we're done with our tour. It's so nice and I enjoyed it. There's a lot of history to see and it's very quiet and it's very nice. So if you happen to come to Arlington, please feel free to see, because it's worth seeing the Arlington Cemetery, and you need to take the tour because the tour usually give a lot of history. Okay, thank you for watching.